Yo guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, my background is a little bit different. I'm always reorganizing, but we're doing another video here on the floor. Today, I went through and I was looking at my collected editions, and there's some stuff that I wanted to get rid of. Either stuff that I really enjoy and would someday like to upgrade and get a nicer edition of, um, or some stuff that I just that I read didn't enjoy as much as I would want to, and I just don't think it's worth keeping and holding on to. Probably nothing that I'm ever gonna come back to. This is a just kind of video that I want to do a little bit more frequently, because I'm always bringing in new stuff, but I do want to document some of the reasons why I'm getting rid of certain stuff. And so yeah, I mean, I'm always reading, so there's a lot of stuff that's being processed through, and I want to make sure that my librarian collection is stuff that I actually like, and not just holding on to a bunch of stuff that I don't really need to hold on to. And if I can make a little bit of money back by just freeing up some space in the process, then by all means, I think it's worth doing that. But anyways, to give you guys a little idea of how recently I've been handling my trades, down here on this shelf is all of my trades that I need to read. I guess aside from these epic collections on the top here have already been read. I just haven't found a place to put them yet. But everything around here, these epic collections and then stuff, and there's stuff behind there, these are all of the trades that I need to read. So yeah, and then trades that I want to keep that I've already read, I put them in short boxes. I use some short boxes because I've sold a lot of single issues, so I had a lot of short boxes left over, and then I keep them put up in my closet just so I have extra space on the shelves for stuff that I'm bringing in and stuff like that. And especially if I'm not going to be coming back to it for a while, and I still want to keep it, then I can just easily keep it aside, and I can bring the short boxes down very easily if I want to take something out or whatever. But anyway, that's just a little bit of context as to how I've been storing my trades lately and organizing them. But yeah, we have about, I don't know, we have a good like 2/3 of a short box here of trades that I'm gonna be talking about and why I'm getting rid of them here today. So without further ado, I'm just gonna hop right into it. Yeah, roll the intro. All right, so there's not going to be really any particular order to this. This is just the the order that they're in this box. So first one I'm going to be talking about, Exquisite Corpses. I just have the first trade here. I read it recently. I did enjoy it, but this just isn't a series that I feel the need to hold on to in trade format. It's not one that I plan on actively keeping up with, and I feel like with this series getting like a movie or a TV show or whatever, they're probably gonna do a collected, not a collected edition, but like some sort of deluxe edition later down the road. Yeah, I just don't feel the need to hold on to this single trade. I'll go back and read the series whenever it wraps up, but I just don't think it's worth holding on to this one trade. So getting rid of that. Coming up next, same author, I have Something is Killing the Children in trades. Now, the reason why I'm getting rid of these, it falls into that same category as, I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite series, but I just don't want to have it in trade. If I'm going to have one of my favorite series, I would want it in a nicer edition. So they have these nice deluxe editions. I'll probably get those at some point. But I was talking to somebody on Discord, and I already have somebody who's probably going to be buying a good chunk of these off of me. minus volume 1, because most people, I feel like, have volume 1 at least of Something is Killing the Children. But I'm going to be able to very easily sell volumes 2 through 8. And then as far as volumes 9 and 10, 9 coming out this month, and then 10 in September, I'll just skip out on those. And then, yeah, like I said, probably just get the deluxe editions. But yeah, Something is Killing the Children is one of those series. I really enjoy it. I would just like it in a nicer edition if I'm gonna have it. Next up, we've got probably some controversial picks here. Next up, Absolute Flash. When I read this the first time, I enjoyed it, but I'll be honest, the more I thought about it, it's pretty mid. I'll be honest, it's okay. Didn't blow me away, and just isn't one that I was gonna keep up with anyway. So yeah, I don't know that I'll ever go back to the series, and if I do, I'll maybe read it digitally someday. Or I feel like they're gonna end up doing some sort of Omni for these Absolute and Ultimate titles someday anyway, later on down the road. But by then, there might be enough to where it's worth going back and reading. At the moment, though, I just don't really care to hold on to a trade for a series that I'm not super hot on. And secondly, falling in that same little category is Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is going to be super controversial. I know a lot of people think that this is like the greatest comic book made in the last decade. I'll be honest, don't care for it. I'm not a big Dennis Camp guy to begin with, but yeah, I've talked to people about this. I've done a review about this. Like, it's cool. It's artsy fartsy. I just don't care about this series too much. It's not my thing. It's too out there for me. It's not that I'm dumb and don't understand it. It's just that it's not what I'm looking for in a comic. So yeah, one that I wasn't even going to get volume 2 of whenever that comes out. I just don't really care to. So that, I don't really care to hold on to this trade. Similarly, another maybe controversial one, I have volumes 1 through 3 of Ultimate X-Men. This was one of the first comics that I read when I was getting into comics, and at the time I really enjoyed it. When just the first trade was out, and then I was picking it up in singles as well, and then I ended up dropping it in singles because it was too confusing to read month to month. And then I, waited. I got volumes 2 and 3, and then I restarted the series from the beginning and read it through. And it is decent. It's just really confusing, and again, just isn't what I'm looking for in a series, in a comic. I think Peach Momoko is a great artist, but I think that she should just stay on art. I don't really care for her on writing too much if this is what she has to offer. Not my thing. I mean, I really enjoyed it in the first trade, but again, it lost me. It got way too out there, too convoluted. It just isn't very well plotted out, I guess. Like, I like the general premise. I like a lot of the characters. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's extremely hard to read, from one trade to, or not one trade to another, but like when you have to wait for a new release, you might as well just reread the whole series. And yeah, it's just not worth holding on to, I don't think. And like I said, with the other, like the Absolute stuff that I'm dropping and getting rid of, I feel like someday they're going to do some sort of deluxe edition or complete collection of this shit. So there's no point really, holding on to it. And then later down the road, if they end up doing another edition and I want to go back and reread it in its entirety, then by all means I might get it, and then probably won't enjoy it then, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of Ultimate X-Men. Next up is one, falls into the same little category as the Something is Killing the Children, one that I really enjoyed, but I'm probably not going to go back to for a long time. And that's going to be the collections 1 through 3 of X-Men Age of Apocalypse. I read this back at the end of summer, early fall, like sometime I think on August, September, around that time. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed it. It wasn't like superb, like it wasn't fantastic, um, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was really neat, and I love the style of like 90s comics. This is starting to get into that realm of 90s comics though, where I don't like it as much. Like I'm a big fan of early 90s, but this is like mid 90s where it starts to get kind of weird. Um, but even with that being said, I think the Age of Apocalypse is super cool. I liked a lot of the stories in it. Um, and they have an omnibus of this that's currently out of print, and I read the content of it. I like it. I'll get rid of these collections, these little trade paperback collections of these, and then someday if I want to go back to it and the omnibus gets reprinted, I'll probably get the omnibus instead, just to have a nicer version of it. um, but yeah, I don't plan on rereading this anytime soon, and by the time I do feel like it, the omnibus is probably going to be back in print anyway. So yeah, again, might as well save the space, make a little bit of money back. So I'm going to be getting rid of the Age of Apocalypse. Next up is the first trade of Cosmic Ghost Rider by Donny Cates. Absolutely love Cosmic Ghost Rider. Again, another one of those ones where I just have this one single trade of the original series. It's cool, but I would really like to see the omnibus come back in print, which collects some of the other stuff, or even someday get the complete collection if the omnibus isn't an option for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, I've read the other, or a couple of the other Cosmic Ghost Rider stories, but if I can get a version that just has like everything, like the omnibus, that would be better just to have it all in one. But yeah, I don't really feel the need to hold on to the single trade of just the original miniseries. I'm getting rid of that. Similarly, got Hit Monkey. This was a awesome read. Loved it. Again, just this small trade of, I think it's only 3 or 4 issues. Yeah, don't feel like I need to hold on to this. Maybe it'll be reprinted in some other edition. Yeah, I mean, I've read it. I liked it, but I just, again, don't feel like holding on to it. Another one, this is probably going to be pretty controversial as well, and it's one that I got in recently and read it. I was very excited to read this, especially considering I've been watching the TV show recently. But that is going to be Punisher. Welcome Back, Frank, by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. I was not blown away by this, honestly. I like Punisher a lot, and I really want to read the Punisher Max stuff. But this one in particular, this book, it was just, I don't know. It didn't feel like it had a whole lot of substance. It was just like in usual Garth Ennis fashion. It was just a way for him to make Punisher go around brutalizing people without much like I said, substance. It just kind of felt like I don't know, just a sandbox for Garth Ennis to do what he wants, and then matched with Steve Dillon's art. I'll be honest, I don't really like Steve Dillon as an artist. I mean, he has his best work from what I've seen is on Preacher, which is decent art, but like at his worst, it's really bad. I don't see the Steve Dillon appeal. I know a lot of people love Steve Dillon's art, but this shit is so ass. I'll be real. His art is literally fucking garbage. I really hate it. But yeah, no, I was really excited to read this, and a lot of people highly praised this, but it was just really disappointing. Maybe I'll read it again someday online or something. I'm more interested in reading the Punisher Max stuff. Hopefully, I've heard better things about that than this. Yeah, a lot of people love that one, so I'm going to give that one a try whenever those Omnis come back in print. But yeah, I don't need to hold on to this. Next up, this one I was kind of torn, but we've got Watchmen. This was a Christmas gift from my buddy Cameron. We did this for the book club, for the buddy read, but I mean, as much as I love my homie Cameron, this isn't one that I feel the need to hold on to. Neither of us enjoyed it a ton. We did a whole review. I've talked about it how many times. I don't want to completely rehash it here. Really enjoyed the first half. Second half was a major letdown. Um, yeah, I don't feel like holding on to it. Cameron got me some other stuff that I like a lot more, and some stuff that I still need to check out. So, I mean, I'm just going to hold on to that stuff. Watchmen is one of those ones where I just don't feel like I need to hold on to it. I know Watchmen is super highly acclaimed, but man, I couldn't really get into the second half. It was a slog fest, and the plot was just kind of dumb. I won't lie. Again, loved the first half. The second half was some butt. Moving forward, I have the Wolverine by Daniel Way Complete Collection number 1. This one is out of print, but I just have a double of it. Yeah, I have all 4 of the complete collections. I think, behind me over there. Yeah, this one's just a double. Don't really need to explain myself there. And then lastly is one that I read recently. That is Mr. Miracle by Tom King. I did like this one, but the more I thought about it, I just don't feel the need to hold on to it. You know, it was good, but yeah, I don't know. Just don't need to hold on to it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be about it. That's the stuff that I've set aside for now that I'm going to get rid of. Some other things that I was thinking about, though, if we come take a look back here, we have all of my Old Man Logan stuff. Now, the reason why I would get rid of that is because literally today or yesterday, the Old Man Logan Omnibus got announced, which is one that I've been wanting for a very long time. It's supposed to come out here in December, so I'm absolutely going to be getting that. But I'm going to reread the original Old Man Logan and then read all of the trades that I have here before, and then I'll sell them afterwards. But if I had to guess, they're going to do 2 volumes. The first volume collecting the original series, and then the first half, like the Lemire run, and then the second collection or second omnibus is probably going to have the Ed Brisson run and then Dead Man Logan. So that's how I imagine they're going to do it. So that being said, I'm gonna read it first, read it all the way through, and then I'll probably, like I said, just get rid of my trades to upgrade, which is gonna be awesome. Same thing with the Wolverine by Daniel Way collections. I'm gonna read those, but I imagine they're gonna be doing omnibuses at some point here in the next, hopefully, few years, because with the Wolverine omnibuses that they're doing now, they're almost through the the 1988 run. They're almost finished collecting it. So I imagine if they're going to continue, they're going to start from the beginning with the 2003 run, or at least I would hope so. If not, they would do like maybe a creator-centric run, or creator-centric omnibus, do like a Daniel Way omnibus. I don't know how they would do it. But there's that. Some other stuff over here. Some of the few DC trades I have, we'll see how I like those. We got Preacher, which I'm hoping I end up liking. Let's see over here. Once and Future. I'm gonna read that. If I like it a lot, I will upgrade, to the deluxe editions or whatever. We got Saga. I have the first 3 trades of Saga. I used to have more of it, but I got rid of it because I decided, I'll read the first 3 trades, and if I like it, again, deluxe editions. But yeah, anyways, moving forward with my collection, before I end this video, I think that I'm pretty much going to be done doing single issues for the most part. I have a number of single issues that I want to keep, that I love, but yeah, I'm not really hunting for single issues anymore. That's just not really my thing. I'm selling a ton. Same with trade paperbacks. I'll get some trades sometimes, but I really want to focus on building like a library that's mine and one that like looks visually appealing. So I'm gonna be skipping out on just a lot of trade paperbacks and just forcing myself to be patient for deluxe editions that come out, and just trying not to spend money twice on the same thing and end up upgrading and then having to do the back and forth shit. It's just not worth it. It's not sustainable. I just need to be patient. So that's what I'm really trying to work on going forward. But yeah, like I said, whenever I do get rid of more stuff, if I decide that I don't like it or don't need to keep it, I will definitely let you know. But if there's any of this stuff in this video that you guys are interested in buying, definitely let me know in the comments, because yeah, I can hit you up and we can work something out to get rid of this stuff. So, but yeah, other than that, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.